Hey everyone, I'm Ian Baker, joined by my good friend Kevin Horkey from Cougar, and this is great, guys. We get to take a look at the Cougar Sport, brand new fifth wheel. We get to watch it being built from start to finish. Kevin, thank you so much for joining me, buddy.
Hey Ian, thanks man. I appreciate you guys coming in and seeing what we have to offer you guys. So here in this plant, we're in plant 2. We came out with 2 floor plans, as you know, the Cougar Sport.
Yep.
The 2100 RK and then the 2700 bunkhouse.
Yes, sir.
Plant 2 is where we build our 2700 bunkhouse, and that's where we're going to walk you through today, kind of the process. Starting here at the plant, this is our frame that we bring in. So a couple different things about our frame. It's engineered from the ground up. So our engineers specifically tell our frame manufacturer how they want to build it. Okay. So it's an 8-inch I-beam, and then we bring it in with full outriggers. The full outriggers, that's going to help with the wall setting on top of the floor.
Okay, so Kevin, if they didn't have that, how else would it be built, like a different manufacturer?
Yeah, when we get into where we actually put the wall on, we put it on here for the support with the full outrigger.
Okay.
Versus the competition, some of them, they just screw it into the side, right? Oh. And so it has some flex. I mean, it's a rolling house on wheels, so this will support it going up and down in all of those conditions, right?
Excellent.
But here in this area, this is where we're gonna layer your underbelly. So your underbelly is 100% completely sealed and enclosed.
All right.
We're gonna run a 30,000 BTU furnace, and you'll see in the next step where we run all of our heat lines, or the duct lines, right, for the heat. But we also run our FlexPEX plumbing right along that line.
Okay.
And heat's gonna rise, so it's gonna get 100% floor coverage. And here, this is our fresh water tank. So we set all of our tanks in between the frame rails. We do that for a couple reasons. A, it's a 54-gallon freshwater tank.
It's a big tank.
My competition, for the most part, is at 40. So I'll give you the largest tank capacities in this class.
Okay.
And if you are traveling with water, if you're doing some dry camping, a lot of customers off the grid now, right?
That's right.
It's gonna be better for towability now because your water's gonna be below floor, so it's gonna help tow that ride, right?
Okay.
And then the third thing is we're not taking up any of your storage on the inside of the coach, right?
Yes.
Because sometimes a freshwater tank could be in the trifold sleeper sofa area. It could be up in the master bedroom area.
Yep.
This and that. If you're traveling with water, that's not a great tow, right? So by keeping all of the holding tanks in between the frame rails is a great advantage for us with our Cougar customers.
Well, I love that it is an engineered frame kind of from the ground up. It's important to kind of start at that point, you know, especially at this price point for a product.
And that's why we have our in-house engineers. There's no reason for us just to let them guess of what we need, right?
Exactly.
So each model and floor plan that we come out is designed from the ground up. And then right here, this is where we come into our Hyperdeck flooring.
Okay.
So our Hyperdeck flooring, it is a 100% water resistant, high performance floor. We eliminated all of the wood out of this camper on the floor.
It's impressive.
What we're not gonna have is a soft floor, any buckling going on, this or that. And we own that. That's one of our patents on that for the Hyperdeck flooring. So, you know, if a customer's looking for a high performance water resistant floor, should be looking here at the Cougar. Now here's your lino floor. So I run the linoleum all the way throughout the camper, okay? I could probably save some money as a manufacturer and cut out here and put some carpet in, this or that.
Sure.
But again, it's a better moisture barrier, right? So, and that way I'm just getting a straight line all the way across my camper. Now we're setting the bathroom. So the bed base is in, the bathroom's starting to get put together. You can see everything has full extension, ball bearing drawer guides, you know, which is nice. All of our cabinetry is done in-house right up there. We bring it down. And then in this area too, now you're gonna see where your 30,000 BTU furnace is put in, along with your tankless water heater. So, and we'll get into that when we get towards the end, but the tankless water heater, it's awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy to have in this price point. Like I love that. Nice big furnace, tankless water heater.
42,000 BTU, it's continuous flow when you're hooked up at your campsite. So no more quick military shower, you know, turn on the water, get rinsed, turn it off, scrub down, then go, and then get out quickly before your better half comes in and she wants to shower, right?
That's right, that's
right. The 42,000 BTU is awesome as continuous flow. Again, at this price point, having a tankless water heater is almost unheard of.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agreed.
The beauty behind Cougar and how we build our sidewalls is we build one sidewall at a time. All right. The reason we do that is we can control our process.
All right.
By building one sidewall at a time, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double weld your sidewalls. So some of the competitors, especially get down to this price point, they're gonna do what's called stack welding.
Okay.
So take Cougar, projected, 12,000 units this year.
Sure.
That's 24,000 sidewalls I need to build. But building one at a time, I can control the process, right?
Yep.
So before this wall will ever come over to this dedicated plant, they're gonna do all the routing. So you can see where they routed out around the aluminum frame interior here, okay? That's all a double welded aluminum frame sidewall.
I love the aluminum frame, by the way.
Yeah, it's awesome, right? Especially at this price point, right?
Yes.
It's not just foam in there.
Yeah.
And then when they do the routing though, they're gonna do the testing at the lamination facility. They do what's called a drum peel test.
Okay.
And then they also do a pull test, right? On a pulley. When they route this out, they're gonna test the sidewall. So I'll know before this sidewall ever comes over to this plant, if the sidewall is gonna hold up.
Yeah.
So the next step, this is going back to where we very started when the frame came in with the full outriggers. And here, now you can see the sidewall.
Oh yeah, you can see it right here.
Full outriggers there, right?
Yeah.
So that's gonna give the support of this camper going up and down the road, across the country and everybody's vacations that they're gonna enjoy, knowing that it's supported all the way through. So Ian, here we are at the top of the mezzanine where we're getting ready to do our roof.
Okay.
So a couple benefits about how we're doing our ducting. Everybody in our price point kind of uses what's called an insulated ductwork, right? So to eliminate that condensation that would come on the inside of your ceiling, right?
Makes sense.
But we incorporated blade AC, so we're gonna get continuous flow through this camper. I'm gonna give you about 20% more airflow, but we eliminated all human air. Okay. So when these two sections connect, right, that's why I brought this out. This is what's called your thermoplastic coupler.
Okay.
All right, so that's gonna connect here to give me continuous flow. So what I mean by we eliminate human air is I don't have to tape everything, right? What happens in tape, hot and cold weather going down, that's gonna peel apart, right, across the country, right?
Yep.
And when you do tape, there's a chance for human air. So we eliminated that with thermoplastic couplers. And then this area here, I brought this to show you the thermoplastic coupler of here where it's housed in the AC system. So it's gonna run all the way down there, turn, and then come all the way back. And then we'll have the blade AC vents, which will create, again, 20% more airflow.
So Kevin, just to clarify, so the other manufacturers that aren't using something like this, they're just putting the butts up together and taping,
Putting
correct?
here, taping, hope it holds.
That's rough.
It's not a great way to do it.
No.
So again, we patented blade AC.
Okay.
So the biggest two things I can take away from blade AC is continuous flow, 20% more airflow, and eliminating the human air on the production facility line.
That's awesome.
So Ian, up here is where I'm gonna show you our color-coded wiring.
All right.
Great thing about color-coded wiring is everything is color-coded, so God forbid there was ever that electrical issue, right? The service techs now can see, oh, it's green. Diagnose a problem within a minute, right?
Yep.
Versus having it in your shop for 3 to 4 hours trying to diagnose.
Yes.
So we control our process. The other thing that we do and excel at is with solar flex.
Okay.
So by doing the color-coded wiring, okay, I'm always gonna have 7 inverted outlets that are prepped.
Okay.
We do that by doing the color-coded wiring. So your package that you guys are bringing in, the SolarFlex 200, okay?
Yep.
Now, my plant with this design can invert and prep 7 of your outlets, where all you have to do is add a 2,000 watt inverter underneath, and those outlets then become live.
That's cool.
That's part of the whole SolarFlex and flexibility from going to a 200 to a 400 package.
Yep.
But it starts right from here.
The wiring.
So some of the other manufacturers that now have so-called solar, they can't take their package to the next package.
Not able to upgrade it, basically.
They would have to rewire the whole coach, right? And then try and find a string of white wires. That's why we do color-coded wiring. It's automotive style, but we own that part in the marketplace.
Well, it's funny, Kevin, when you talk about troubleshooting, right? Because you guys have had this for a bit, and I talk to people, I've done previous Cougar tours, and I say, it's kind of like if you're disarming a bomb, right? We've all seen the movies. They say, cut the red wire. When all of them are red, which one are you cutting?
Right.
Right here, you're able to see it.
Here it is, and again, it's easy for our plant to do. and it's just the consistency of the flow.
That's awesome.
So Ian, here we're at the second to the last stage of the line, right?
Okay.
But I just want to show you almost a 100% completed unit.
Yeah.
But now your front cap is on. You have your amber lit running LED lights with your LED dock light, and the hitch vision will go on here.
Okay.
We already talked about the framing, the construction of, again, extended pin box. Right here, you have the pivoting head by Road Armor.
Yeah.
And then here, one of the things, now this is a finished unit, but this here, this is your sealed and closed pin box, 100%. So we kind of talked about it at the beginning.
Yeah.
But now you're seeing it, right? So it's an insulated pin box. Again, no cold air coming up there in early and late fall camping, right?
Yeah,
so,
that's
which is
great.
a good thing. So, but now there's what your cap's gonna look like.
Okay.
The sidewall's on. We have our pass-through storage. Nice, right here, clean pass-through storage with the durable rubber floor deck.
And I love you don't have any plumbing or anything running through it.
No plumbing. Again, we talked about having an inverted outlet prep, right? Your 110 outlet. You have your cable satellite jack with the motion detector light. Right here, this is your bulkhead divider. So now when I'm putting in, you know, my lawn chairs, you know, the pool stuff for the beach, wherever we're going camping, I'm not gonna have all that stuff sliding up here in the front storage area where my batteries are gonna be, right? My spare tire or my wet storage area, right? And again, the pass-through storage is super clean, and the capacity, right? We always talk about best-in-class capacity storage. And then here, this is your insulated door right here, right? So this is the thing that we didn't get to see, but it's a slam latch. Again, what I like about this is you have the metal latches here, right?
Agreed.
Versus the plastic.
Yes.
And then look at your seal in here, right? So we talked about seals along the slide room. But here, by putting the seal there, no water is going to get in there or protrude it, right? And then, again, if you lift it real quick, feel how heavy that door is.
Oh yeah, so that's got some heft to it. It's got some weight.
One of the heaviest doors in the industry, right? And again, that all there, it is heated and enclosed through your pass-through storage. So we talked about the entry door and the step. Your wheels and tires. If we could just kind of walk in and look at what the finished unit looks like, right?
Let's come on in. I like what you said about the bulkhead too in the pass-through. That's a great point, because a lot of times they will open that up to try to make it look bigger, but you lose a ton of functionality.
It's not. And then the wires coming down this net, again, is very, very clean. So here in our finished unit, you know, I have a kind of a catchphrase word track, right, of how Cougar stays first in the marketplace. Right? So I use the word first. Fit and finish. Right? Look at my fit and finish, right? You're not seeing any gimp molding going along the sides. That's the crown molding there. You have a two-tone ceiling in here, which looks awesome, right? I don't have all those white marks, right? So you have the fit and finish, innovation as far as the floor plans that we developed in the Cougar Sport. Residential, so residential eye appeal that you're gonna have with your trifold sleeper sofa. As far as all your cabinetry that you're gonna have, you have a 5-inch door pull here versus a 3.5 inch or just a knob, right? Some of the things that we excel at. And then S is for storage. I showed you some of the storage that you have already through your pass-through storage with the bulkhead divider. Look at all the doors and drawers that you're gonna have here in this finished unit, right? 20 plus doors and drawers throughout your camper, right? So best in class storage. And then towability with your 15-inch 10-ply E-rated tires. So again, that's how kind of Cougar stays first in the marketplace. And that's where we're at. So this is your finished unit that you're gonna have. Nice thing though too, you have a door header, right? So you have a pocket door here. So I have the privacy, right? I'm not just using a pre-hung door there. You have plenty of storage back here for your kids in this bunkhouse model. And then 3 bunks. And again, you saw that here it's the aluminum frame. So that's gonna sustain the weight there. I have some windows in here. And then the last thing I want to touch in is right here. This is your Blade AC system, right? So if I pull that down, what you're not gonna see, if you put your hand up there, there's no tape.
I'm not that tall, Kevin.
You're not. Well, trust me, there's no tape up there that you're gonna have. And then again, it's a 15,000 BTU AC. So this is kind of what your finished unit looks like through the process. So I can't thank you enough for coming in and visiting us today, and
Kevin, thank you.
The plant tour. So
absolutely, thank you, bud. Like I said, I love the construction. I love what you guys have done. I think this is a killer product. Anyone wants more detail or price and availability, just swing on by to rv.campingworld.com. You can check it out. And again, Kevin, thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank
it,
you.
buddy.
Appreciate it.